By being a champion of character through the 5 core character values the NAI embraces, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. We ask each of you as a participant, official, or spectator to abide by these values by creating a positive environment in which our athletes may participate, our officials may work, and you, the spectator, may enjoy. Please enjoy today's contest.
The Ruckus Nurture Pregame next on Rewind 94.9.
Okay, men, football is over, but the big game is always on. It's love, and it rains confetti on Valentine's Day. This year it's a Sunday. You can remember that. She does. Celebrate it together in a big way at the Overland Express. the love game. It's not toys and schemes, it's in your heart. Find it this Valentine's Day at the Overland Express.
If you need a new bed, you won't believe the values you'll find on the great selection of beds at Rucker's Furniture. When you shop Rucker, you'll find the most comfortable assortment of beds in Helena. Check out our selection of Serta Eye Comfort, therapeutic memory touch copper, and CBD infused beds. Plus, if you're on a tight budget, check out the Sierra Sleep beds. And financing is available with approved credit. Ask for details. So if you need a new bed, shop Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Got a project? Make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture machines, floor sanders, grinders and polishers for wood and concrete floors, heaters, electric and propane, carpet cleaners too. Located at 1400 Cedar, next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Great games, great snacks, great customer service, lots of great winners, and one cranky Ron. Hi, this is Jenny from the Gold Island Casino. There is nothing that gets us more excited than watching our customers hit a big payout, and we all know it drives Ron crazy, but we love it. We've got all the newest games with all the fun bonus rounds, especially on our Montana Golds. So fun. Come see us, get a drink, hit a jackpot, and say Nan Nanny Boo Boo to Ron. It'll make our day. Gold Island Casino, next to the Dollar Store in Northgate Plaza. The luck starts here.
This is Saints Game Day, driven by Placer Motors on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Daniel Sally and Gary Turcotte here back inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth as we get ready for Carroll versus Providence men's basketball here at the PE Center. And Coach Turcotte, not a lot of time here left on the pregame, but real quick, I just want to address some potential keys to the game or keys for a victory for the Saints as they look to win their 9th game in a row. What are you thinking?
That's a good question. Is Carroll's defense good enough to contain this explosive Argo offense? To me, that is it in a nutshell. I mean, the Argos, they play poorly and they score 90. And that's when they haven't had.
Oh man.
That's when they've had an off game. That's how explosive they are. But Carroll's defense is good, sometimes very good. We'll see how good today.
Well, I'm looking forward to this contest tonight. The 13-5 Carroll College Fighting Saints, the 11-1 UP Argos. A game filled with star power and two wonderful coaches going toe-to-toe in what should be quite the chess match here in the PE Center. And we're going to have action coming up next. Tip-off just around the corner. You're listening to Carroll College Basketball here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
It's Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Hurry in and get a king for the price of a queen, or a queen for the price of a twin. Or save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable sets, plus get $300 instant cash. Plus, save 50% on select Sealy mattresses. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. Our sleep experts will help you with your next great night's sleep, only at your local Montana Mattress Firm.
Mattress Firm, where it's easy to get a great night's sleep.
Dear Winter, we're not scared of you because almost nothing can stand in the way of a new 2021 Toyota. When you say stay home under a blanket, the Camry all-wheel drive comes out to play. The 2021 Corolla is hotter than ever with tons of tech to keep you plugged in to your favorite apps, music, and more. Snowy hills don't stand a chance against the RAV4's available all-wheel drive with multi-terrain select. And with over 200 horses under the hood, the RAV4 weathers the toughest storms. Grab the family, hop in the Highlander, and go build some snowmen. Everyone will be comfy with available heated front seats and cushy seating for up to 8. With 15 models featuring available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, Toyota will get you everywhere you need to be this season. See you in the snow. Toyota. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
This is John Lagerquist with Century 21. Sometimes religion can make you feel like it's wrong to be blessed and have resources, but it gives our Heavenly Father pleasure to see you blessed. You may not see how it can happen, but that's not your job. Your job is to believe. You were created to live an abundant life. Scripture says that God will supply all our needs according to his riches. It doesn't say according to your talent or your education or if your boss likes you, if the economy is good, or if there's a pandemic. It's not according to what you have. It's according to what he has. Good news is God owns it all. If he doesn't have what you need, he can create it.
You already know DJ's Automotive is here for you and your wheels. But did you know that includes campers and trailers with boats, ATVs, and snowmobiles too? DJ's Automotive now has a secure storage lot right behind their building on Airport Road. Your yard at home is for living space, not storage space. Make space for the life you want to have at home and keep the toys you love in storage while you're not using them. With DJ's Automotive Secure Storage, you can have the best of both worlds. DJ's Automotive, here for you and your wheels.
So you made the decision to own a handgun. Then you made the next logical choice to go to Range 406. Because Range 406 knows that owning a handgun comes with responsibilities. Range 406 helps you fulfill those responsibilities with information on safety instructions on how to operate your handgun. From home protection to competitive target practice, Range 406 can help you get the most out of your handgun. Range 406, the mostly green building just 2 blocks from the Ice Palace.
You're listening to Saints basketball. Tip-off is next on Rewind 94.9, your home for the Saints.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally here with Gary Turcotte inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth as we get ready for tip-off here in the PE Center between Carroll and Providence. We'll go ahead and meet today's starting lineups as we prepare for the ball game, starting, of course, with the Argos. So, of course, number 2, a 6'6" senior out of Great Falls, Montana. That's Zacchaeus Darko Kelly. Also in the backcourt, a junior out of Hilltop, Washington. Number 3, that's Marcus Stevens. Looking down the line, playing point guard, a 5'11" junior out of Las Vegas, Nevada. That's Cap Uzon. Playing forward, a 6-foot-tall redshirt sophomore out of Belgrade, Montana. That's Dawson Fowler. And rounding it out, playing in the post, of course, a 6'7" junior out of Kalispell, Montana. That's Jackson Hashley. And now we'll go ahead and meet the starters for the Carroll College Fighting Saints. First step forward, a 6'6" freshman out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Cathedral High School. That's Guy Pedra. Playing guard, a 6'2" sophomore out of Woodland Hills, California, number 11, Dennis Flowers III. Playing forward, a 6'5" junior out of Belgrade, Serbia, number 21, Jovan Slivankanen. Playing point guard, a 6'1" junior out of Spokane, Washington, number 22, that's Shamrock Campbell. And playing the 5 out of Castle Rock, Colorado, a 6'7" sophomore, number 32, Brendan Temple. And Coach Turcotte, it's Saturday night. We got the 2 best basketball teams in the Frontier Conference, and it's just not the same. This game is one of the ones you'd have to think would be packed to the brim with people.
Well, it would. It's really weird, Daniel. You know, driving up to the PE Center today, and you know, there's just no cars in the parking lot. And this is Helena. Nobody draws better than Helena. And this place would be absolutely packed. These 2 teams, these 2 coaches, you know, this much talent, it would the place would be rocking. But at least we have basketball, and you know, people can be listening to us, and we'll do our best to tell you what's going on.
Happy to be here, Gary.
Happy
to be here, man. It's a beautiful night for some basketball, and I know a lot of people are probably tucked in at home right now with it being negative temperatures the last 5 days. But the PE Center is nice and warm right now, and we're ready to go. Jovan Slivankanen will actually be doing the jump ball toe-to-toe with Zacchaeus Darko Kelly. Saints wearing their gray jerseys, gray bottoms, purple numbers, gold trim. Providence in their all blue with green numbers, white trim. And the tip is won by the Argos. It's Cap Uzon taking up the court for Providence. Uzon working near side, guarded by Flowers, takes him to the hole. Picks up his dribble, finds a cutting Fowler. Fowler pump fakes, dumps to Hashley. Hashley had a bunny there, but it's no good. Rebound by Slivankanen.
Ashley can't believe he lost that. He missed that one. He doesn't miss those.
Saints with a chance to strike first, going right to left across your radio dial. It's Flowers in the corner. Flowers driving on Fowler, finds a cutting Pedro off the glass and good for 2. Nice pass, nice cut, and a bucket puts the Saints up 2-0. 19:21 left here in the first half. With it on the far side is Stevens. Marcus Stevens out of Hilltop, Washington, Federal Way High School. Zacchaeus Darko Kelly gets it up top, drives, puts up a runner, no good, but there he is to get his own rebound and put it right back in for 2. Shamrock Campbell leading the way for the Saints as he takes it across the timeline. He's guarded by Uzan in the half court. He hands it off to Slovankinen. Slovankinen with a crossover there. Switched on to Hashley. He's going to try and take him off the dribble. Instead he kicks. Pedro thinks about the 3, drives back to Slovankinen. Slovankinen near side shot clock under 10 seconds. We got a whistle. Looks like a little hand check there on Jackson Hashley.
And I know Coach Keller does not want Hashley guarding Jovan. He'll get in foul trouble.
Yeah.
And he got his first one right there.
And I assume that's the matchup Coach Paulson, on the other hand, probably wants, especially outside. Dennis Flowers gets the inbound pass from Pedra, fade away from about 8 feet, and he knocks it down for 2. Saints lead 4-2. 18.5 minutes left here in the first half. Darko Kelly inside, kicks back out to Fowler. Fowler off the dribble. This guy's very talented out of Belgrade, Montana. He's a redshirt sophomore. Saw a lot of him last season as well. Capuzon up top, gets off the screen, pulls a 3, and he knocks it down. Saints played the screen loose there and let him take it, and he knocked it down right over him. 5-4 is the score. The Argos lead with 18:10 on the clock. Slovankinen, high ball screen from Temple. Jovan works inside. He's guarded by Fowler on the low block. Gets it out. Flowers with it. Flowers loses it off the foot of Stevens. Over the back court line, but no violation there as it was tipped. Shot clock under 10. Temple at the top of the key, guarded by Hashley. Takes him off the dribble, kicks. Pedra 3 off the back rim. It's no good. Rebound brought down by Fowler. Uzan leading the way to the other side. Dumps it off. Hashley drives, kicks. Darko Kelly in the corner, takes a 3 over Campbell. Can't get that one in, and it's rebounded by Slovankinen. 5-4, Argos lead. It's Jovan Slovankinen. Up the court, guarded by Fowler. Drives in, pump fakes, hands it off. Temple off the glass, and good for 2.
Great drop off by Jovan. And Fowler, who is 6'1" maybe, is guarding Jovan. That is an interesting matchup.
He's listed at 6 feet tall, but his wingspan's got to be at least 6'7".
Yeah.
There's a drive by Marcus Stevens. Put it up and in and got the foul. It's on Guy Pedra. Stevens will shoot 1, but man, I watched Fowler play. He looks long, and it's really not believable to see him listed at 6 feet tall.
Yeah, and he's also strong and explosive. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a very good player.
Free throw good from Stevens. It's Flowers up the other end, hands it off to Slovankinen. Slovankinen guarded by Fowler. Fowler sticking with him. Slovankinen tries to get him off the dribble, instead goes to the corner. Pedro with it in the corner, picks up his dribble, goes inside to Slovankinen. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Saints. Nice spin move by Jovan. He kicks it out to Campbell. Campbell to the top, it's Flowers. End of the shot clock. He's got to create for himself. Puts up a runner. No good, but he draws the foul. Nice job by Dennis there. Not panicking, getting into traffic and drawing the contact.
And that's what Dennis can do. That is his gift. And Coach Paulson is working very hard with him to help him understand that shot clock's coming down. We'd like to get the ball to you, and you can create, because he can do it.
Flowers step into the line. First free throw is up for Dennis, and he knocks it down. He'll shoot 1 more. Puts the Saints down by 1, 8-7. The score, 16 minutes, 39 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. Flowers will shoot 1 more. Second one up from Dennis, and he knocks that one down. So Dennis Flowers, the third, hits them both, and we're tied back up at 8 apiece. Darko Kelly, top of the key. He's guarded by Campbell. Pass it over to Uzan, far side. Uzan thinks about the step back, looks inside. It's tipped out by Temple and stolen by Pedra. Here comes Pedra down the lane. Little hezzy move off the glass and good for 2. Great body control there by Guy to get the transition bucket and put the Saints up 10-8. On the other end, it's Stevens. He kicks. Uzan, top of the key, puts up a three. It's off the back rim. No good. Rebounded by Campbell.
That's a quick shot there for the Argos.
Campbell top. Passes it near side. Flowers. Flowers pulls up for three. Yes! Dennis Flowers the third from downtown. And the Saints lead by 5, 13-8. Darko Kelly to the other end. They got Shamrock Campbell guarding him. Backdoor pass to Fowler. Fowler goes up on Temple, and a little reverse layup is off the glass and in for two.
Nice pass by Darko. Real nice.
Flowers to the other end again. He hands it off to Slovankinen. Slovankinen off the dribble. Works inside. Spin move. Nice move as well. Oh, a little spin right back. Puts it up with his left. No good. Oh, rebound by Slovankinen. He puts it up again, and it's good for two. There's Jovan with that pogo stick once again.
Such a quick jumper.
Three-pointer on the other end, Marcus Stevens. I tell you, Providence is wasting no time when they get up the court.
That is a very quick shot. That's a fast break, like a sideline break off a Made.
They want to run.
Yeah, they do.
Dennis Flowers third to the other end, puts it off the glass, takes it down the lane. It's good for two.
And Dennis is feeling it. You know, he's got his head up. He made that first one.
When that guy's confident, there's not a lot you can do to stop him. Uzan to the other end, takes it inside, blocked by Flowers. It's rebounded by Temple. Outlet pass Campbell. Here comes Campbell up the near side of the court. Pass it off Slovankinen. Jovan drives, spin move, kicks back out. Campbell, three. Yes! Shamrock Campbell from downtown. The Saints lead 20-13 to start this one off. Coach Keller is going to go ahead and call a timeout for the Argos. 30-second timeout. So Gary, let's go ahead and keep this thing here.
Yeah,
and this is some fun basketball.
Well, it really is. We're not disappointed with what we've seen so far. These teams are so explosive. Carroll wants to pick their spots to run. The Argos want to run it every time. Carroll has exploited the Argos defensively in their transition defense. Carroll has gotten some nice looks, but Carroll's got to be careful not to get the game going too fast, because that's when the Argos are at their best.
20-13, Saints off to a hot start, and if you're Coach Paulson, you got to be happy with the energy they're bringing right now. They seem confident. They were timid when they played back in Great Falls in January, but this is not the same team.
No, it isn't. Yeah, and Johnny Hillman's now on the floor.
As well as Ifani in the game, too. Those two with Jovan, Dennis Flowers third, Shamrock Campbell out there out of the timeout. It's Darko Kelly to Jake Olson near side. Back up top, it's Rasheed Stocks. Stocks to Darko Kelly, little plant fadeaway over Shamrock, and he knocks it down for two.
And that's an isolation play that Steve called out of the timeout to get Darko isolated on Shamrock. Darko's got a huge size advantage.
Slovankinen up top, drives in, picks it up, kicks, Hillman, and a foul called on the ground there in the lane. That's on Marcus Stevens. That's his first personal. But already 3 fouls here on Providence to Carroll's 1. Inbounding is Hillman. He gets it over to the corner. It's Okeke. Now Flowers up top. Hillman inside, a little turnaround baby hook from Johnny Hillman. No good. Rebound brought down by Darko Kelly. Darko Kelly drives, kicks. With it is Stevens. Stevens pulls it back out, tries to go on Flowers, dumps it off Olson off the glass and in for two. Jake Olson with a nice little move down low. Campbell to the other end, pass it near side. Slovankinen. Flowers three off the rim. That's no good. Not enough mustard on that one for Dennis. Olson gets the rebound. Stevens to the other end, pulls up for three. No good. Had a chance to tie the game there as it's 20-17. Carroll in the driver's seat still.
That was a little quick there that Dennis shot that one. Carroll dodged the bullet there.
Hillman dumps it off to Slovankinen. Slovankinen posting up on Davian Harris-Williams. Kicks. Okeke. He'll take that three if you give it to him. This time, though, it's off the back rim, and it's no good. Rebound brought down by Olson. Outlet pass. Here comes Stevens up the floor for the Argos. Stevens near side. Hands it off. Davian Harris-Williams on the dribble drive, guarded by Slovankinen. Plants fade away off the back iron. It's no good. Rebound brought down Okeke. Okeke is going to take it in transition. Now he slows it down, gets it to Shamrock to set it up in the half court. Flowers, cross-court pass. Hillman thinks about the three, pump fakes this time, and passes it over to Flowers. Flowers, crossover, dumps it into Slovankinen. Slovankinen guarded by Harris-Williams. posting him up, taking him inside. Baby hook with the left, no good. Gets his own rebound, back up with it off the glass. That's no good. Another rebound, tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Saints. Argos will keep it. Media timeout called on the floor, so we'll go ahead and take a 60-second break. Saints lead 20-17 with 12:24 remaining in the first half. You're listening to Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Don't miss the President's Day sale going on now at Records Furniture. When you shop Records, you'll find tremendous store-wide savings on the largest selection of home furnishings in the Helena area. Choose from top name brand sofas, reclining, sectionals, leather, desks, entertainment consoles, occasional tables, the most comfortable assortment of beds in Helena, and more. Plus, 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. Don't miss the President's Day sale going on now at Records Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Hello out there in Radio Land. This is Devin from the Gold Island Casino. It's always a good time here at the island with exciting games, a great player incentive program, tasty snacks and drinks, and lots of winning. I believe we have the best customers ever, so it's always pretty fun to come to work, and it's always a blast to hand out the winnings. I don't know if I'm on board with the whole Let's Make Ron Cranky campaign. I mean, he's a decent guy and everything. Who am I kidding? I love giving his money away. So come see me, Devin, on the night shift at Gold Island Casino, next to the Dollar Store in the Northgate Plaza. The luck starts here.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally and Gary Turcotte here inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth. The Carroll College Fighting Saints lead the Providence Argos 20-17, 12:24 left here in this first half. It's Cap Uzan up the floor. Uzan drives in, dumps it off. Olsen coming through the lane, shot out of a cannon, puts it up and in for two.
Nice pass there by Uzan. Very nice. They have so many kids that can penetrate and have got great basketball skills. It's not just Darko Kelly. Kids coming off the bench, they can all bounce it.
Okeke in the corner, pass it up top. Campbell, three. Off the rim, no good. Hillman going for the rebound. He gets it over in the corner, pass it back out to Campbell. Affelwerk with it now at the top of the key. He just checked in. Get a second ball handler out there as he passed it over to Hillman. Hillman on the drive, passed it off to Campbell. Campbell, guarded by Harris Williams, drives, kicks, Affelwerk, 6 seconds on the shot clock, takes it, finger roll, and he can't get the roll. Nice look there by Malachi, but no cigar.
You couldn't believe how open he was, and he just kind of let it go.
Top of the key, it's Davian Harris Williams. Harris Williams pulls up, elbow, his shot, no good, rebound by Affelwerk. Saints lead 20-19, 11 minutes, 15 seconds left. Affelwerk hands it off. It's Hillman. Hillman, top of the key, gets a screen from Okeke. Hillman passes it out to Slovankin, and now Affelwerk again. Looking inside, gets it to Okeke. Okeke, nice cross-court pass. Open three for Hillman. Off the rim, no good, but a great find and a great look for the Saints. Can't get it to fall. Here's the drive on the other end. Darko Kelly goes up with it. A foul called.
Yeah,
he'll shoot two.
A great hesitation move by Darko, and that's when he's at his best. Daniel is in transition. When he can get the ball, you know, even half court and have some momentum behind him, you're just not going to stop him.
Stepping up to the line is Darko Kelly. His first free throw is up, and he knocks it down before he takes his second. Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you in part by Furniture Showroom. Why pay more? Every day is a great day to buy new home furnishings at Furniture Showroom. And John Lagerquist Realtor at Century 21 Heritage Realty, serving all of your real estate needs from homes, commercial, farms, ranches, and land. Call John at 439-0650. Darko Kelly knocks down both free throws, and Providence leads once again, 21-20. Affelwerk, top of the key, running point. Dumps it off to the elbow. It's Okeke. High screen from Guzlakic, who just checked in. Okeke with a little scoop shot there. Scoop, there it is for Ifani. He puts the Saints in the lead.
Now, I have not seen him do that. That's the first time I've seen him make a move like that.
Added it to his bag, I guess. 22-21. Here's a drive on the other end from Uzan, and he's fouled. 10:18 on the clock here in the first half. That's on Affelwerk. But Ifani's a guy, I said it last week, when he's a junior, senior, we're going to be talking about him as one of the best players in the conference. He's that good. He's that skilled, I should say.
You know, he's turned into a good defender.
Yeah. Inbounding is Uzan from the baseline. Darko Kelly, open three from the wing, no good. And there's Ifani with a nice contest on the outside. Offensive rebound by Oh, I guess defensive rebound by Guzlakic, fouled by Olsen, and the Saints will get it back. Carroll in the lead, 22-21. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the first half. Afterwork down the far side. He's guarded by Harris Williams. In the half court, he hands it off to Pedra. Pedra gets the high screen from Murat, and a moving screen called. And I'm not sure I saw that one, Coach.
Yeah, that's a point of emphasis with the officials, and you just have to hold your ground. And Murat, he is young, and he is learning, and he's obviously getting better every game.
He played great last week.
He did, but he's got to be careful when he sets screens. He's so physical. He's just a physical kid. That's just his nature.
He's got a big frame, that's for sure. Cappy's on top of the key, takes a quick pull-up three over Afwork, and he knocks in. He's got a quick release, and there he is, showing it off. 24-22, Argos lead the Saints by 2 points. 9 minutes, 40 seconds left here in the first half. Afwork, near side, it's Okeke. Okeke on the dribble, kicks to Campbell. Campbell, top of the key to Afwork again, far side. Here's the drive. Afwork dumps it off to Okeke. Back up top. Nice ball movement as they get it to Pedra. Pedra drives in. Nice little underneath pass to Murat off the glass, and good for 2 and 1.
Yep. Great patience by Carroll that time. That's exactly how they want to play. 2 ball reversals, dribble penetration.
And I'll tell you, I like what I saw there from Murat, just letting out a nice, just kind of exciting, just a nice little scream.
Well, this should help him get going, help his confidence.
He'll shoot just one. As I mentioned, a little and one there, got the foul. That foul was on Jake Olsen. Guzlakic's free throw up and no good, so the game will stay tied at 24-24. 9 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the first half. He's on. To the wing, it's Fowler. Fowler on the drive. Pulls up, runner, no good rebound, Guzlakic. He passes it out to Campbell. Here comes Campbell, near side. Working towards the middle of the key, pulls it back to the wing. Top, he passes it over to Okeke. Okeke drives in, kicks back to Campbell. Campbell thinks about the jumper. Instead, a little pick and pop to Okeke. Okeke drives in, puts up a runner and knocks it in. Man, oh man.
And then he was not on balance, but he kind of came to balance in the air and was able to get that in.
He keeps getting better. Ifani Okeke.
Yeah, you're right about him.
26-24. Here's the drive. Darko Kelly blocked by Okeke. Oh, and they called the foul. Oh, man. Pinned him off the glass, too. That was cool.
Team fifth, 2 free throws.
Darko Kelly will shoot 2 free throws.
Once Darko gets going downhill, that's when
it's terrifying.
They run that dribble drive stuff, and when Darko can get it going downhill, he is a very special player.
Ashley will check in. Darko Kelly knocks down his first. And has there ever been a player more built to thrive in Steve Keller's offense than Darko Kelly?
Probably he's the one.
Yeah. We've seen some good players play for him over the last few years as he knocks down his second.
That's why Darko followed him. They were at Western together.
Yep.
And Darko followed him to Providence when Steve got the job there.
See, when Darko was a freshman, they still had Dom Robinson. They were fun to watch down at Western. Pedra, corner 3 on the other end, off the side of the glass, no good. Rebound brought down by Darko Kelly. Here he comes downhill to Fowler. Fowler goes up, blocked by Campbell, fouled by Campbell, and the shot goes in. That's a hard fall for Dawson Fowler.
I wonder if he came down on his wrist, I think.
He's up.
Yeah, he took.
Looks like he's in some pain, though.
He took a shot. He did.
28-26, the Argos lead by 2, 8:19 on the clock here in the first half. Timeout called by Coach Paulson. It's a full timeout, Gary, so we're going to go ahead and take a break. 28-26, Providence leads. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
School is back in session, and it's time to start rallying around those high school heroes, students. Know a high schooler who excels in the classroom, who exemplifies school and community spirit? Nominations for the Mattress Firm Student of the Year are now being accepted. A new student will be selected each week of the fall and spring semesters, and they'll not only get a chance to share their story live on Tutel and Nuanez each Friday, but they'll also have a chance to get a college scholarship at the end of the school year. Submit your Mattress Firm Student Athlete of the Week to mattressfirmmt.com.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Got projects? Make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture machines, floor sanders, grinders and polishers for wood and concrete floors, heaters, electric and propane, carpet cleaners too. Located at 1400 Cedar, next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Back from the break, Daniel Sally here inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth. 28-26. Argos lead the Saints with 8:19 left here in the first half. Fowler will shoot 2 though after taking a hard fall, Coach.
Yeah, he did take a shot there, and he's got to be their best defender too. So let's see if that shook him up a little bit.
Yeah, he makes it. So 29-26, he finishes the and 1. Saints trailing by 3. 8 minutes, 14 seconds left here in the first half. Flowers to the top, gets it to Okeke, almost loses it, but Okeke saves it from going out up to Flowers. Flowers on the drive, pulls it back to the wing. This time gets inside on Hashley, dumps it off to Pedro. Pedro steps through. He got fouled on the floor there, but I tell you, he tried to step through and put a shot up, and out of left field comes Darko Kelly.
You know, when Dennis plays like he's playing right now, when he plays like that, I mean, he is a real asset to this team. He's starting to figure out just how good he is and how good he can be.
Speaking of Flowers, he'll set up the offense in the half court as he passed it over to Campbell, tipped out of bounds, last touch by Uzan. Saints will keep it. All right, inbounding. Pedro this time, he passed it up top. Campbell. Gives it to Pedro, now Flowers. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Flowers off the dribble, crossover, fadeaway from the elbow, and he can't get the roll, but what a nice look there for Dennis at the end of the shot clock as the long rebound is tipped back out to Dennis. Now Pedro. Near side, he passes it in, looking for Okeke. It's stolen by Stevens. Stevens leading it in transition, pass to Darko Kelly, back to Stevens. Here's a kick to Fowler. Fowler to Darko Kelly. Darko Kelly guarded by Temple, looks to get it out, and Ifani Okeke knocks it loose. Fowler's 3, and it's deflected by Okeke. Saints get it back.
Okeke is a defensive presence.
Shamrock Campbell 3 on the other end, off the rim. It's no good. A long rebound brought down by Pedro. Pedro drives in, puts up a floater. That's no good. Saints getting good looks. Long rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Great Falls, or by Providence, I should say. Saints will keep it. So let's go ahead and reset here. 7 minutes left in the first half. Argos still lead 29-26. And it'll be Carroll ball with a fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock after the long rebound out of bounds.
Daniel, Carroll had Jovan on the bench for a long time. I wonder if he's feeling up to 100%.
Slavonkinen drives and kicks. Campbell near side, now it's Flowers inside to Okeke. Okeke off the dribble, posting up on Darko Kelly, does a little turnaround hook shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Slavonkinen, he goes back up off the glass and good for 2. 29-28, Saints get it back to a 1-point ball game. 6.5 minutes left in the first half here. Darko Kelly up the court, pass it out. Harris Williams off the dribble, passes it to the wing. Here comes Stevens. Stevens drives, nice backdoor pass to Darko Kelly. Blocked by Okeke. It's knocked loose, and here comes Slavonkinen in transition. Jovan pulls up for 3. All off the rim. It's no good. Rebound brought down by Jake Olson. Outlet pass near side. Here comes Uzan. Uzan dumps it off. Harris Williams contested by Okeke. Looks like it might have gotten deflected too, and it's rebounded by Campbell. So that's a nice break there for the Saints. Flowers, top of the key, works far side. Takes it in, pump fakes, kicks it out to Slavonkinen. Now Campbell, over to the near side, it's Okeke. Okeke passes it back to Slavonkinen. Here's Jovan posting up. Kicks it out, Flowers, 3, wide open from the top off the rim, no good. I tell you, the Saints getting their open looks, and they came into this game a top 10 team in the country in three-point percentages, shooting 42%, and they're struggling early on in this one. They're 2 for 10. To the other end, there's a bucket there for the Argos. That was Marcus Stevens putting that one in, 31-28. They take the lead back by 3. To the other end, it's Campbell. Campbell to Flowers. Flowers inside to Slavonkinen. Jovan posting up on Harris Williams. Back out to Campbell. Now near side, it's Flowers again. Flowers to the elbow. Pull up. Jay off the back rim. No good. Offense rebound Okeke, and that's a hard fall.
Oh, he hit right on his head.
He went up over Darko Kelly from behind.
Yeah, he hit hard.
And I'm hoping if Ifani's going to be all right. He got called for the over the back there. Chris Ward's going to come give him some attention there on the court.
Foul on Afani Okeke is second, team 7.
He looks like he's in a good state of mind. Doesn't look dizzy or anything. So that makes me think he hit his back harder than he hit his head area.
I might have hit on the back first. He didn't hit pure head
Not that
first.
it feels good regardless.
No, but it's better.
Yes.
Avoid a concussion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's headed to the bench.
Yeah.
Chris Ward will talk to him there, and we'll see if we can keep an eye on him. But that is the 7th foul on the Saints. So Darko Kelly will now shoot 1 and 1 with 5 minutes left here in the first half. Darko Kelly's first shot up, and it's good. He'll shoot 1 more. And before he does that, Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you in part by the Overland Express, serving Helena families delicious all-American food along with their famous hot wings since 1975. Second free throw, good from Darko Kelly. He hits them both. Stocks checks in, and now Darko Kelly's going to get a break. Not something you see too often.
Nope.
Saints trail by 5. Hopefully they can capitalize on this. But like you said, this Providence team, they're deep. Flowers, top of the key. Inside, Slovankinen. Slovankinen dumps it out to Hillman. Hillman pump fakes and a travel call. That's the right call.
Yep.
Did a little jump there with both feet. Uzan will inbound. There's a drive. Stevens puts it up, blocked and rebounded by Olsen. Olsen puts it back up, draws the foul, and gets the bucket.
You know, you're right about Olsen. He is playing so much better.
He's bouncy, man.
He got a lot of playing time when Hashley was out for about that 3-week period, and it did nothing but help him.
Olsen's free throw up and off the rim. It's no good. Rebound Slovankin. So the Saints trail by 7 with 4.5 minutes left here in the first half. 35-28. Campbell to the far side. It's Flowers. Now Hillman. Hillman up top. Kicks to Slovankin. Slovankin working inside. Deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Argos. So 16 seconds on the shot clock. Carroll inbound. I think it'll be from the baseline. Hillman inbounding. Gets it into Temple. Temple, baby hook from the low block. No good. The ball is knocked around and a foul called on Temple. And he's frustrated by that. But here's the Saints. The Saints are finding themselves in a tough spot here because, you know, they're very in this game. And, you know, it's been back and forth. But the Argos just went on a little run. And now the Saints are fouling.
Yep.
And so those free throws could be costly. 30-second timeout by Coach Paulson. And I don't really know what adjustment there is to be made here, but you got to keep it close in these last 4 minutes of this half, especially with Darko on the bench.
Well, Carroll has missed a lot of high-quality shots. They actually have shots that have been going down. Carroll's defense isn't that bad. I mean, they're definitely holding the Argos somewhat in check, but they're just missing shots. Jovan has not been able to get going. Right now, Davian Harris-Williams is doing a good job on Jovan. Now, Williams is a real strong, wide-body type kid, and he's been able to kind of muscle up on Jovan and square him up, which I haven't seen anybody be able to do, is square up Jovan.
And
Jovan
he's not as tall, but he's strong. He's only
strong.
6 feet tall.
Yeah, but he's a linebacker is what he is.
Yep. Olsen shooting 1-1, makes his first. He'll shoot one more.
Yeah. Now
an 8-point Argo lead. Olsen will step up once again. Second free throw is up off the back rim. It's no good. Rebound brought down by Temple. He'll get it over to Campbell. Saints could really use a bucket here. So we get ready to approach the 4-minute mark here in the first half. It's Slovankinen. Corner, Hillman, 3. And there's another high-quality look that just doesn't fall.
Yeah, that's it. They're not going to get a better look than that.
Uzan up the court, gets to Harris-Williams, near side on the wing. Harris-Williams picked up by Temple. Pass it back to the wing. Rasheed Stocks 3 over Campbell, and he knocks it down. And just like that, the Argos lead by 11.
And these are kids that are coming off the bench that are really hurting Carroll. I mean, this is a much deeper Argo team than I remember.
Near side Hillman to the top. Flowers off the dribble, steps in, runner, and he knocks it down, and that ends the drought for the Saints. And they needed that bucket bad as they get it back to a 9-point deficit, 39-30 with 3 minutes and 16 seconds left here in the first half. Here's a drive, runner, no good by Stevens, rebound Temple. Saints with a chance to close the gap down a little bit more. Posting up is Slovankin, and he pump fakes, turnaround, baby hook off the front rim, no good. A rebound brought down by Dennis Flowers. Campbell back to Flowers. Flowers on the drive, takes it in, up with his left, off the glass, and that doesn't fall. But a putback by Slovankin, and he gets the foul, and it's good.
Yep.
And that, I mean, that might have been a little bit of a makeup call because Dennis definitely thought he was fouled on that drive. But now we get the and one.
And Dennis is the guy right now that is breaking down the Argo defense.
He's forcing the issue.
Yeah, he has had by far the best half of any Carroll player. And he breaks you down, and then that gives Jovan a chance to get in there and get a rebound.
How about this? After that board right there, Jovan's got 9 rebounds.
Yeah, quietly.
Free throw off the rim, it's no good. But the Saints now trail by 7, 39-32. Darko Kelly back in the game as he takes up. He's guarded by Campbell. Passes it near side Uzan. Uzan thinks about the three. Passes it into Olsen. Olsen on the low block. Kicks. Three-pointer from Stocks. Nice defense there by Flowers to force the miss. Slovankin gets the board. Here comes the Saints in transition. Slovankin on the drive. Pump fakes. Goes up with it on the hezzy. And
they
called a travel. The ref on the far side of the court called the travel. The ref right there called the foul.
Yep.
So
I think
it's
he
a traveling
traveled.
violation.
I think he did get fouled, but the ref, I think, had the travel before.
Providence basketball. It's Darko Kelly taking it up the near side. Darko Kelly finds a cutting Stocks. Stocks off the glass and good for 2.
That is just a fabulous play. It's almost like they had that drawn up, but they didn't. That's just two guys that have played a lot of basketball right there.
Slovankin into the other end to Guzlakic. Ron thinks about the three, passed it over to Campbell instead. Now Hillman near side. Hillman to the top, it's Flowers. Flowers to Campbell. Campbell inside to Slovankin. Here's Jovan posting up, finds a backdoor cutting Hillman. Hillman pump fake, steps through, goes up with it, and he's fouled. Johnny Hillman will go to the line to shoot 2. He got hit pretty hard on that one. That's on Darko Kelly, that's his second.
Now Steve should probably get him out of there with a minute 42, but I bet he doesn't. He's got a lot of confidence in Darko, but you'd be just sick if he gets his third one.
First free throw off the rim for Johnny Hillman, and the Saints, they're not getting a lot of breaks, but they're not giving themselves a lot of help right now.
Well, they're missing free throws. They're missing pretty wide open shots.
Second free throw up from Hillman, and that one's good, but exactly, shooting themselves in the foot a little bit.
Yep.
Capuzan up the court. They're still an 8-point Providence lead, 41-33 with a minute and a half left here in the first half. Pull-up jumper from the elbow from Stocks, no good. Rebound Guzlakic. He passes it over to Flowers. Here's Dennis Flowers III, having a great half. 11 points right now, leading the Saints. Slovankin fumbles it a little bit on the wing. Instead, gets it out to Campbell. Campbell drives a little teardrop, and he knocks it in from the baseline. That's a good look there for Shamrock as he cuts it to a 6-point Argo lead, 41-35. A stop here with a minute left on the clock could be huge for the Saints. It's Darko Kelly taking it up the court. Goes to Olsen on the high block. Olsen hands it off to Darko Kelly. A lot of contact there, but no foul.
Darko could have got his third foul right there.
Uzan on the drive. Spin move, kicks, corner 3, Stevens. Nice closeout by Hillman off the rim, no good. Rebound almost brought down by Flowers. Instead, he's fouled, and Dennis Flowers is going to go shoot 1 and 1.
Yeah. Big stop right there. Very big stop right there.
Without a doubt, and a couple things that, like you said, Darko Kelly almost picked up that foul. Yeah. Campbell did a nice job standing his ground off the dribble there, and the ball was loose, and
Darko
Kelly kind of hit his head just right into Shamrock's chest.
Yeah.
All right, Dennis Flowers third, shooting 1 and 1. 45 seconds on the clock. In the first half, I should say. Important to note if any of you just tuned in. Flowers' first free throw's up and good. He'll shoot 1 more.
And that's the front end of that 1 and 1 that is so important.
Yeah, otherwise it's just a turnover, right?
It is.
Saints trail by 5. Here's Flowers at the stripe. Takes a look, puts up the shot, and he knocks the second one down. Dennis Flowers the third, hits them both. Saints trail by 4, 41-37. Once again, hoping to get a big stop here and try and cut that gap down even more before the half. It's Marcus Stevens. Ball knocked loose by Hillman. They find a cutting Fowler. Ball's out of bounds, and Flowers called for the foul. And that's a tough break there. Fowler will shoot 2. And before he does that, Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you in part by Range 406, Helena's premier gun and hunting equipment store with 8 indoor shooting lanes, the bright green building on the way to the bowling alley, and Play It Again Sports, your ski and snowboard rental headquarters. Fowler's first free throw up and good. He'll shoot 1 more. Makes it a 5-point game once again.
One of the things that the Argos do in their dribble drive offense is they back cut out of the corner so well. They get dribble penetration up on top, and then you go to help, and your guy back cuts right out of the corner. They've gotten an awful lot of good stuff out of that today.
I feel like the minute you start playing the back cut with the help defense too, then they stay in the corner and they have open threes. Pick your poison. Slovankinen posts up, drives in, puts up a little runner, no good. Last touch out of bounds by the Argos. Interesting to see what Carroll runs here out of the baseline. There's 20 seconds on the shot clock and 20.6 seconds left on the game clock here in the first half. Hillman inbounding. Passes it in to Slovankinen. Slovankinen kicks. Campbell with it. Saints can take their time, like I said. Slovankinen on the dribble. Works inside. Spin move. Kicks it out. Flowers with it now. 7 seconds on the clock. Flowers pulls up for 3. And it's good. Dennis Flowers the third with a huge bucket as the clock is winding out. Uzan throws a baseball shot from full court. It's no good. So your score at the half, after a nice little run there by the Saints, the Argos 43, the Saints 40. And we got the halftime show coming up next. Coach Turcotte now will take a look at the stats, break down the first half a little bit, look ahead to the second half, all that and much more. And we might be joined by a special guest. I guess you'll all have to wait and see. You're listening to Saints Basketball here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Don't miss the President's Day sale going on right now at Furniture Showroom. You can shop Furniture Showroom's great selection of sofas, recliners, reclining sofas, bedroom, dining, occasional tables, extremely affordable therapeutic beds, and more during this fantastic sale. Plus, 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. Why pay more for your new home furnishings? For great 12-month financing and President's Day savings, shop Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
You know that being in the right place at the right time is just part of it. What you do with the opportunity counts just as much. We have some of the lowest home loan rates right now, but without the right experience and guidance to help you make one of your biggest financial decisions, you're just guessing and hoping. When you work with one of our lenders, you'll know you've made the right choice, because having experience, strong networks, and teamwork on your side matters. First Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Got projects? Make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture machines, floor sanders, grinders and polishers for wood and concrete floors, heaters, electric and propane, carpet cleaners too. Located at 1400 Cedar, next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Okay, men, football is over, but the big game is always on. It's love, and it rains confetti on Valentine's Day. This year it's a Sunday. You can remember that. She does. Celebrate it together in a big way at the Overland Express. Take on a ribeye, 12 to 14 ounces, or the Overland's famous seafood skillet. Soon, you'll be twisted in the twine of the NCAA. What'll that get you? Nothing. Stay in the love game. It's not plays and schemes. It's in your heart. Find it this Valentine's Day at the Overland Express.
This is your home for the Saints. Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com. Now, the Saints halftime show. Once again, Daniel Sally.
Welcome back in, everybody. Daniel Sally here in the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth, joined by Coach Gary Turcotte and another special guest. We'll get to that in a second. 43-40, the Argos lead the Saints at the half. And now as I look over to my left, Coach Rochelle Sayers joining me, and I told her we'd have her on here at halftime because they were supposed to have their senior day festivities this weekend, and now they're not playing, so we're not able to do that. So we're going to talk about the seniors a little bit. But first, Coach, if I'm not mistaken, it's somebody's birthday this weekend, so a happy early birthday to you.
Well, thank you, Daniel.
So, Coach, I figure we'll just go down the line and start with Christine Denny out of this group of 5 you got. And Christine, she came in, she played the point as a freshman. She's been a household name on your team for 4 years now. I mean, what kind of impact has she had, and what's it been like to coach a player like Christine?
Well, Daniel, it's hard to put into words. The first thing that comes to mind when I think Christine Denny is winner. She's been an absolute winner for us, and she's just a warrior. She's gotten the nickname Diesel Denny from a lot of her teammates, and that kind of that kind of is a testament to the way she plays. Just full force all the time, getting after it. As you said, she came in as a point guard, started for us at the point, started at the 3. Now we moved her to the 4. She's played some 5. She's played some 2. She's played wherever we need her, and comes in every day, gives me everything she's got, and I think she's second to Danny in scoring. She's probably leading us in or first or second in rebounds and assists, and she just does a little bit of everything for us.
And you mentioned Danny Wagner, so we'll go ahead and take it right into Danny. And she's in her 5th year here on campus now, registered as a freshman, but since then has been a constant on your team, been in the starting 5. Obviously, we all know her for that scoring ability. She's got leading score on the team. Talk about Danny a little bit.
Yeah, I think people kind of forgotten, too, that when Danny came in her freshman year, I think she attempted maybe 25 threes. That wasn't her game. She was all about slashing, getting to the rims, getting to her left hand, and obviously teams started scouting her. We're taking that away, and she's worked really hard to develop her game. She can go right, she can shoot the 3. She's got a little floater game, and she's one of the best free throw shooting players in the country right now. And Danny has progressed just amazingly as a player. Really comes down to her hard work, but I'm really proud of her progression she's made as a leader off the court for us, and I think she's kind of forged her own path here. Obviously had 2 brothers here that did some great things, but she has forged her own path here to greatness.
And our next senior, Jaden Lyman, and she seems like a player, when you watch her play, it's her effort that really jumps off the screen. She's another player who all 4 years she's been here, she came in and she was effective. She was an important piece to your guys' puzzle right from the jump. What does Jaden bring to the table, and what's it been like to coach her?
Well, I tell you what, she is a coach's dream. There's never been a day that she's came into practice and didn't give me everything she had, physically, mentally, emotionally. She's developed into a tremendous leader. She doesn't say a lot, but I'll tell you, when she speaks, her teammates know it's important and they listen up. Her teammates look to her all the time. Consistency and her genuineness is what I will remember most about Jaden. And I'll tell you what, when push comes to shove, by the end of, when the game's on the line for us, and as these games start dwindling down, Jaden Lyman, you mark my words, is going to hit a big shot for us, and she's going to be the one that makes a big play for us.
Molly McDermott, the one they call McBuckets. I remember in an article about a year ago, you were asked kind of what kind of role, what kind of position she plays, and you just said she's just Molly. And Molly just seems like she's got a unique, bubbly personality. She's a matchup problem for opponents with her length and her ability to play on the perimeter as well. What's it been like to coach a player like Molly McDermott?
Molly's one of the most mature players that I've had an opportunity to coach. She's one of those that just comes in, does her job, looks out for her teammates, is a great communicator, understands the game. I can move her around. She can do a lot of different things. I think this year she's really found her niche for us. She's been knocking down some threes. She's found a way to be really successful in the key, and she just comes in and she just adds that other dimension to us. I think the other area that she's really impacted our team is on the defensive end, especially in the zone. She's long, she's tall, but Molly's just one of those kids that comes in and her consistency and just her demeanor is something that all of our players look to, and she's one of the most respected teammates on our team, and just really appreciate what Molly brings to our team every day.
And the last one we'll talk about is Emma Madsen. Emma Madsen transferred in. She's originally from Great Falls, though, And Coach Turcotte and I have spent the majority of this season talking about how much Emma Madsen has improved game by game. And, you know, she had the meniscus injury last year, missed a lot of time, missed some time this year, but she's been really valuable for your team off the bench, being able to play all these different positions. Talk about Emma's improvement and what she means to the team as well.
Yeah, I think, you know, unfortunately for Emma, she's had those setbacks. And I think had you seen Emma, if she'd have been able to stay healthy and be able to get the reps that everybody else was getting, we would see these improvements. You would have saw it last year, and you know, you continue to see it this year. Emma is one of those players that, you know, I met Emma when she first came to basketball camp here, and she had one of the worst sprained ankles I've seen, and she just wanted into camp so bad, and she kept bugging me to play, and she could hardly walk, and I just remember thinking, you know, that's a kid that we need to have in this program. She's just dying to be on the court. She's just a gamer, and, you know, obviously excited that she transferred back to us. She brings you know, a lot of offense to our team. You know, we're using her more at a 4 this year, and it's really helped us. She can handle the ball. She can shoot it. I think the area that Emma's game has really taken off this year is her playmaking. You know, there's been 3 or 4 times go back and watch a game film, and it's Emma Madsen making that next pass to the kid that's open. When she could have taken the shot, but she makes that next pass, and we knock down a 3. The other thing, you know, she's a really good defender. She can guard big, she can guard small, and Emma's another one that when this season's done, we're going to look back and we're going to say she was a key to the success that we had.
All right, well, before I let you go, Coach, just as a group, these 5 players, you know, they're from everywhere from Havre to Great Falls to Eastern Washington, you name it. But it seems like ever since they've all came onto campus, they've had a very strong impact on this program. They've had a very strong impact on the school in general, just on the campus. And they've done a lot of winning in between as well. Just explain what it's been like to coach these 5 players. You know,
it's been nothing but fun. You know, Daniel, you look at what they've done, and we're still in the process of what they've done, but in 4 years they've won 89 games. You know, that's over 20 games a season, which is really remarkable. They've won 2 conference championships. They've won 2 tournament championships, and en route to potentially 3 of both in 4 years. All 4 years they've qualified, or all 3 years they've qualified for the national championship. Assuming that they get to go this year, would be number 4. I mean, that's pretty remarkable for a class. But it's only outdone by the quality of people that they are, which I'm truly gonna miss. You know, their competitiveness, their heart, but you know, their loyalty to me and to this program. You don't see that you know, all the time anymore. You don't see kids sticking out for 4 and 5 years. You know, somebody like Molly that maybe could have been a starter on another team. You don't see, and Jaden Lyman, you don't see those kids sticking around and loving and caring about this program like those seniors do. And so, you know, if they decide to come back and take that year, I'll be the most excited about it. If they don't, I know that they gave me in this program everything they had, and I'm just blessed to have the opportunity to coach them.
Well, Coach Sayers, I appreciate your time. Thanks for coming on to talk about this special group of seniors. I know I've enjoyed being here to watch them, first when I was a student and now tell their story as an announcer. It's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate you taking your time this weekend to come talk to us. But I'll let you go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Put those girls to work at practice tomorrow, and we'll see you next weekend down in Dillon.
Sounds great. Thanks, Daniel.
Coach Rochelle Sayers joining me there as we take a look at the stats real quick before we go to break, before the second half starts. And 43-40, Gary, as I bring you back in here. And we don't have a lot of time, but just real quick, Dennis Flowers leading the way with all scores with 16. The Ovonch Levankins got 10 rebounds. Saints are only shooting 16 of 39 from the field, 3 of 13 from 3. And Coach Turcotte, is there anything real quick that jumps off at you before we get ready for the second half?
Well, that's the best half I've seen Dennis play this year. Dennis Flowers, he broke down the Argo defense. He created shots for his teammates, and he made big shots. And he did it at the right times. Jovan, I thought, really struggled. He was only 3 for 9. He's going to have to get going. The Argos are doing a good job on him. They're squaring him up, not letting him get an angle when he drives. But two statistics that jump out at me, Daniel. The Argos played that half. They had one turnover for a half. You just don't see that. But they gave up 11 offensive rebounds. Carroll got 11 offensive rebounds. The Argos got 2. The Argos had one turnover. The Saints had 6. So it's kind of a battle there. The Argos have so many playmakers, so many guards who can make plays. It's not just Darko Kelly. It's Stevens, it's Williams, it's Uzan. All those kids can bounce it, and they're running their offense very effectively. They're getting a lot of good stuff back, cutting out of the corner. Carroll did okay on them defensively, but if they're going to win this game, Jovan is going to have to play like Jovan can play the second half, and he's going to have to score a bunch.
43-40, the Argos lead the Saints. We're going to take one more break, but when we come back, second half action here from the PE Center on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
This is John Lagerquist of Century 21. Sometimes religion can make you feel like it's wrong to be blessed and have resources, but it gives our Heavenly Father pleasure to see you blessed. You may not see how it can happen, but that's not your job. Your job is to believe. You were created to live an abundant life. Scripture says that God will supply all our needs according to his riches. It doesn't say according to your talent or your education or if your boss likes you, if the economy is good, or if there's a pandemic. It's not according to what you have. It's according to what he has. Good news is God owns it all. If he doesn't have what you need, he can't create it.
Dear Winter, we're not scared of you because almost nothing can stand in the way of a new 2021 Toyota. When you say stay home under a blanket, the Camry all-wheel drive comes out to play. The 2021 Corolla is hotter than ever with tons of tech to keep you plugged in to your favorite apps, music, and more. Snowy hills don't stand a chance against the RAV4's available all-wheel drive with multi-terrain select. And with over 200 horses under the hood, the RAV4 weathers the toughest storms. Grab the family, hop in the Highlander, and go build some snowmen. Everyone will be comfy with available heated front seats and cushy seating for up to 8. With 15 models featuring available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, Toyota will get you everywhere you need to be this season. See you in the snow. Toyota. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Daniel Sally and Gary Turcotte here inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth. Second half action coming to you from the PE Center. 43-40, the Argos lead the Saints. Jovan Slavakin far side as the Saints go left to right across the timeline. Brendan Temple's posting up down low to start off the half. He passes it up top to Campbell. Campbell off the dribble, passes it near side. Pedra fumbles it a little bit, passes inside to Slavakin. Here's Jovan posting up on Fowler. He steps through, kicks it out. Campbell, corner three. Yes, Shamrock Campbell ties it up to start off this half.
And a perfect pass by Jovan, exactly how he should play.
Selfless.
Yep. Draw two and kick.
First 30 minutes are important, Gary. That's a great start, though, for this Saints team. Capuzon, top of the key. Passes it to the elbow. It's Hashley. Hashley on the elbow, kicks it out. Stevens now. Here's Stevens on the drive. Puts up a finger roll, and it's good. Nice move there by Marcus Stevens to get to the rack.
He is so smooth.
He was the guy who I was unfamiliar with when we played there last time, and man, he popped when we played them in Great Falls. Here he is again, making a difference. Slovankin in top of the key. High ball screen from Temple. Jovan works near sides. Pump fakes, kicks, another three from Campbell. Yes! Shamrock Campbell buries it from the top, and the Saints lead 46-45. Near side. Here's the drive. Stevens again, finger roll over Pedra. It's in for two.
Well, they're really going at Pedra, and he is a freshman, and he's playing against some awfully talented, strong kids. And I think coach is going to have to make a substitution there.
Slavankinen, top of the key. High screen from Temple. Here's Jovan working inside. Posting up on Fowler. Thinking about it, he pump fakes, gets it out to Dennis. Far side, here's Flowers on the drive. Backdoor pass to Temple. Temple, low block, post up, steps through, baby hook, can't get the roll. And what a nice move there by Brendan to get to the basket. A foul called. I think they're going to call Dawson Fowler for over the back, and that's a nice break for the Saints. I didn't see any contact there on that rebound.
There must have been something that we didn't see. And Ifani is back in the ballgame, so He took a blow when he hit on the back of his head, but obviously he's come out of that.
Feeling good, feeling great for Ifani as inbounding is Slovankinen. Temple hands it back off to Jovan. Now back to the top, it's Flowers. Flowers thinks about it. Instead of no-look pass to Temple, and it's picked off by Fowler. Fowler in transition, passes it off. Nice ball movement by the Argos. They find Darko Kelly down the lane, little right-handed lay-in, and it's good. Nice move there by Z. 49-46. Argos lead by 3. 17:45 on the clock here in the second half. Campbell, near side, on the wing, guarded by Darko Kelly. He passes it to the elbow. Here's Temple. Temple steps out back to Campbell. Another three from Shamrock, this time no good. Offensive rebound, Slovankinen. Jovan posting up, steps through, off the glass, and one for Jovan Slovankinen.
Now that time, Daniel, he didn't hesitate. He's been hesitating a little bit, and I don't know why, because he's being guarded by guys that are 2-3
shorter
inches.
than him,
yeah,
yeah.
At least 3-4 inches shorter.
I tell you, he got that rebound and just went right into the drop step, back door, and what a play.
And
he's a stud.
He's going to have to do that. I mean, he's going to have to attack, because you're going to have to score a lot of points to stay with these Argos.
Slovankinen's free throws up, and he knocks it in. And how about Jovan? He's got 11 rebounds.
Yeah.
17 and a half minutes to play. Tied ball game, 49 apiece. Capuzan, top of the key, guarded by Flowers. Steps up for a quick three off the rim. It's no good. And Murat is called for an over-the-back foul there. He's trying to go up over Hashley to get it, and that ball bounced a little too long.
We haven't called Hashley's name much, and I'm looking at Hashley. He's got a pretty heavy-duty knee brace on that I don't remember seeing him having that substantial of a knee brace on before.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a left tackle knee brace on there, as a jumper from Darko Kelly's no good. Campbell gets the rebound. Top of the key, passes it near side, it's Flowers. Now over to Slovankinen. Inside, Ifani Okeke. Back to the top, Campbell again. Campbell, the steady hand for this Saints basketball team. Shot clock at 8. Slovankinen's got it outside. He drives, kicks. Campbell's got to create something for himself with 5 seconds left. He drives, pull-up, jumper, stops on a dime, can't knock it down. Rebound brought down by Guzlakic. He passes it to the corner. Campbell is going to slow it down. Now fresh 20 on the shot clock for the Saints. Hand off, it's Campbell again, top of the key to Flowers. Flowers to the wing. Slovankinen inside, Okeke. Quick move to the left, puts it up, and fouled on the floor is Ifani Okeke. So not even 4 minutes into this second half, and Great Falls already's got 3 fouls.
And good patience by Carroll that time, not to take the quick shot. You got to make those the Argos guard you for a long period of time. They're just too explosive on offense.
Slovankinen in the corner off the inbound. He drives, pulls it back outside, drives in once again. This time post up on Harris Williams. Steps through, a little shot up with his left, no good. Loose ball. Murat thought he had it, but Hashley ended up with it. Saints tried to force a tie-up, but Hashley very strong down low.
Yeah, you're not going to take the ball out of his hands.
He pulls it back out. It's Juzan on the other end. Steps through in the lane. Nice little up and under, and he gets the bounce off the rim, off the glass, off the rim, and then down for 2. 51-49, Argos lead.
There can't be a team that has as many good guards in the country as the Argos do.
They're deep. Shamrock Campbell hands it off Slovankinen. High ball screen from Murat. Here's Jovan on the drive. Posting up on Harris Williams. Help defense from Hashley. He kicks it out Flowers. Now Okeke. Okeke on the dribble. Back to Dennis. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Flowers has He's got to do something here. He's guarded by Darko Kelly. Takes a fadeaway jumper off the rim. No good. Here's Murat going for the rebound. Deflected out of bounds. And, wow, I mean.
Good defense by the Argos.
Yeah.
The Argos are picking up their defense.
Their length is starting to come in handy.
Yeah, they're just, experienced older guys have been there before.
Hillman checks in. Flowers will get a break, but Dennis having a wonderful game up to this point.
Yes, he has. And that time the Argos doubled Jovan. That's the first time I've seen him do that.
Interesting to see how they go about that going forward. Uzan to the corner. Stevens. Hashley steps into traffic, puts it up and in for 2. Now it's a 4-point Argo lead. So the game was tied up at 49 apiece, but a quick little 4-0 Argos run has it at 53-49. Just under 15 minutes left on the clock here in this ball game. Slovankinen. High ball screen. Here's Jovan on the drive. Back to the basket. He kicks it over to the wing. Campbell. Near side drives in, puts up a runner off the glass. He kisses it in for two.
Boy, when you really need it, Shamrock will deliver, and they needed that bucket.
What did Coach Paulson tell us 2 weeks ago? He wants Shamrock to be more aggressive, and now we're seeing it. Comes out, hits a couple quick threes out of the gate, and now a couple runners. Uzan to the other end. He drives in, puts it up off the glass, and looked like he was going to get an and one there, but instead he'll just go to the line and shoot two after drawing the foul.
You know, I just really like that, the game that Uzan has.
He's great.
Yeah, he is so crafty.
53-51, Uzan stepping to the line.
Yeah, I guess he had 6 at halftime.
First free throw up, and he had 2 quick threes early in the game.
Yeah.
Free throw up, no good from Uzan. He'll shoot one more, but he's got that floor general mold to him. He's really comfortable handling the ball. Second one in is good. All right, 3-point Argos lead. And these two teams just keep exchanging haymakers here at the PE Center. Far side, Shamrock Campbell. Campbell drives, pump fakes out to Slavankinen, and now Hillman at the top. Hillman, near side, crosses over, passes back to Ifani, and looks like they're going to get Marat for a 3-second violation there. And that's a tough break for the Saints.
It is. There's a reason. Remember, Coach Paulson told us about those gray hairs he has from playing freshman? He told us that.
Yeah.
At the end of they'll give you some grays now.
Hey, looking at from the vantage point I got, his hair looks nice and full and not great. But if he insists, drive, Davian Harris-Williams, no good. Tipped out by Okeke. Harris-Williams gets it back. Harris-Williams on the wing, now on the dribble, takes it over against Slavankinen, picks up his dribble on the block, kicks it out to Darko Kelly. Darko Kelly, top of the key, guarded by Campbell. Darko Kelly takes a step back three, and he just buries it.
That is so tough.
How do you guard that?
That's a James Harden hop back shot right there. I've seen him do that. That's not a fluke.
That's you look at the list of people who do that. It's like James Harden, Luka Doncic, Zacchaeus Darko Kelly. Full timeout called. Let's go ahead and take a 60-second timeout. Argos lead by 6, 13 and a half minutes on the clock. You're listening to Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Projects? Make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture machines, floor sanders, grinders and polishers for wood and concrete floors, heaters, electric and propane, carpet cleaners too. Located at 1400 Cedar, next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
The term volatility may sound like it's bad, but it's just a way to measure changes in the price of an investment over time. Do you know how compound interest works, or the difference between annual percentage rates and annual percentage yields? Because there's so much to learn, on our website we offer EverFi, adult financial education, and Bonsai, a financial literacy program for kids and teachers. Because the more you understand finance, the better. Working together for you. First Community Bank, member FDIC.
KIMO HD 3000, K235BW Helena. Super hits of the 60s, 70s, and more. And still your home for the Carroll College Saints. Rewind 94.9.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally, Gary Turcotte here. And I was told this week, Coach Turcotte, by Bill Darcy, I have to make sure I include the legendary Hall of Famer, Gary Turcotte, is what I'm supposed to call you. That's what Darcy told me.
Don't you listen to him.
57-51. Argos lead by 6. 13 and a half minutes left at Saints basketball. Near side, Campbell. Guarded by Uzan. Passes it to the top of the key. Here comes Slavankinen. Posting up. Steps through. Gets it off to Temple. Temple working down low on Hashley. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Saints. Temple passes it back out top. Campbell to Okeke. Here comes Okeke on the drive. He takes a fadeaway in the corner. No good. Rebound Temple. It didn't hit the rim, though. And Temple gets up a lay-in contested before the shot clock. And a big two there for the Saints.
I don't know how he got that in. He had a bad angle.
He was bending every which way to get that one up. Uzan to Darko Kelly. Switched on to Campbell. Darko Kelly passes to Harris-Williams in the corner. Harris-Williams works to the wing. Passes back up top. Darko Kelly again. Guarded by Campbell. Passes it inside. Ashley to the corner. It's deflected by Slovankinen. Shot clock down to 6 seconds. It's Uzan, guarded by Slovankinen. A step back, 3 off the rim. No good. Great contest there by Jovan. Rebound, Hillman. He gets it to Campbell. Here comes Campbell up the floor. Campbell to Okeke on the near side. Okeke to Slovankinen. Jovan, 3 from the top. Yes, he buries it. And just like that, the Saints are trailed by 1. A quick 5-0 run out of the timeout. It all started with that shot from Temple.
It did. That could really help Jovan. That could really give him what he needs here this last 12 minutes.
Sometimes you just got to see it going, Coach.
Yep.
57-56, the Argos lead by 1. 12 minutes on the clock. Darko Kelly over the top. It's stolen by Temple. Temple gets it out to Campbell. Coach Paulson signaling Shamrock. A little quick hand. He said, slow it down a little bit. We're good. Keep calm. Keep composure. Campbell, far side on the wing. Guarded by Uzan. Looking at the top of the key. Gets it to Temple. Temple thinks about the shot, instead goes to Hillman. Hillman, little spin move. He drives the lane, picks up his dribble, finds a cutting Temple. Temple goes up with it, blocked, but he gets it back. Another attempt from Temple, no good. Nice defense at the rim there by Hashley and by Darko Kelly. Harris Williams, 3 in transition. Off the rim, it looks good from here, but a little too long. He had the line a little too long off the rim, and now the Saints will get it back once again.
Pretty quick shot, and it wasn't a great shot.
No, they like to pull.
Yeah, they haven't taken too many of those today. They've been more disciplined than I've seen them.
Slovankinen up top. High screen from Temple. Jovan working back to the middle of the floor. He drives in, kicks. Okeke thinks about the 3. Now he drives, pulls it back. Fadeaway jumper from Ifani after him, no good. Offensive rebound, Slovankinen. Back out, he goes to Campbell. Campbell's 3 off the rim, it's no good. Nice hustle by Ifani. He saves it out of bounds though. And the Saints can't get the offensive rebound. 57-56, the Argos lead. Media timeout called, so we're going to go ahead and take a break. 10:49 on the clock. Saints trail 57-56. You're listening to Saints Basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Montana City Grill, the Montana Radio Company, Northwestern Energy, Pizza Hut.
Well, I guess we're going to go ahead and keep it here, Gary.
Okay.
For this timeout.
Yeah.
1 point Argo lead. What are you seeing right now?
Well, right now, it looked like the Argos were going to kind of open this thing up, and all of a sudden, the play by Temple and then the 3 by Jovan, and now it's a 1-point ball game. It's really anybody's game right now. Jovan, if he can catch fire, that could be enough for Carroll. Darko Kelly, they've kept him under range somewhat, but we know what he can do, and I think he's been saving up some energy, and he's got 10 minutes to go, and I think we're going to see Jovan making plays and Darko Kelly making plays for the Argos, back and forth.
Well, Jovan's got 12 points now to go with his 13 rebounds and 5 assists.
Yeah.
So, while the scoring isn't coming in bunches like it is sometimes with him, he's doing everything he needs to with the ball in his hands and without the ball in his hands, whether it's scoring, assisting, rebounding, and he's going to be huge for them down the stretch of this ball game.
Well, he is. It's a chess match between the coaches. It's these kids playing their hearts out, and it's a very high quality basketball.
Fowler inbounds out of the timeout, taking it up is Marcus Stevens. Stevens across the timeline, 57-56, Providence in the lead. Darko Kelly on the elbow, guarded by Campbell. He passes it near side. Stevens to Darko Kelly in the corner. Here's Darko posting up, dumps it off. Olsen puts it up off the glass and good for 2.
Gosh, that's a good pass by Darko Kelly.
I'll tell you, I think the trick for Jake Olsen is he's just in the right place at the right time.
Yep.
That's his game.
And he's got a lot of good basketball players around him.
Oh, yes, he does. They'll set him up if he's there. Flowers to the top of the key. It's Pedro. Now far side, Slovankinen. Inside, it's Temple. Temple faces up on Olsen, takes him down low, goes up with it off the glass, and good for 2. And I tell you, that's a nice move by Brendan Temple.
He's getting better by the week. We've been saying that. And now he's making plays in the big game.
I mean, using the dribble and taking that spin move inside out, very impressive there by Brendan. Marcus Stevens to the other end. He thinks about pulling up, dumps it into Darko Kelly. Darko Kelly steps through, and a nice little sailing job there as he draws the foul. That's Brandon Temple's second foul. 3 fouls on the Saints here now in the second half.
Dennis looks like he got hurt somehow. I don't know what happened, but if he's got some blood.
I wonder if he's cramping.
Yeah, Coach Kelly's going, what's going on?
I think Dennis might have thought he was going to the free throw line.
Oh.
Olsen posting up, passes it out to the corner. Here's Darko Kelly, guarded by Campbell. Pulls it back outside. Saints playing tight defense on Darko Kelly. Fowler takes a three. Nice contest by Pedra. No good off the rim. Rebound Slavankinen. Outlet pass, Campbell. Now Slavankinen again. Here's Jovan on the drive, guarded by Olsen. Taking him down low. He posts up, kicks. Pedra, three from the wing. Off the rim, it's no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Pedra. He takes it in, dumps it off to Temple. Temple outside. Flowers to Campbell. Campbell inside to Slavankinen. Jovan, spin move, draws the foul. He'll shoot 2 free
Great
throws.
ball movement by Carroll. That's as good as it gets. There were 2 guys could have both had the shot. They both made the extra pass. Got the ball to Jovan where he could do something with it.
59-58, Argos leads Slavankinen with a chance to tie the game. Jovan steps to the stripe. His first free throw goes up, and he knocks it down. We're tied up at 59 apiece. Before he takes the second, Carroll basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you in part by Mike Miller, State Farm Insurance at 900 North Last Chance Gulch. Call Mike at 442-9900. DJ's Automotive, here for you and your wheels. First Community Bank, working together for you. And Rutgers Furniture, make the quality choice for your home at Rutgers Furniture. Second free throw from Slavankinen is no good. Stocks gets the rebound and gets it over to Darko Kelly. Darko Kelly, far side on the wing, guarded by Campbell. He loses it. Temple dives for it. The ball pokes out, and it's picked up by Uzan. Uzan, far side. Double team by the Saints. It's stolen by Temple. Temple gets it out to Campbell, and the Saints will have a chance now to take the lead.
Temple is having an effect in this ball game. He is really asserting himself.
Campbell up top, passes to Slavankinen. Here's Jovan. Gets the screen from Temple. Slavankinen takes it himself, puts up a little flick shot. No good. Rebound brought down. Out of bounds, deflected. Last touch off Olsen.
Good take by Jovan. That's the kind of take he wants right there.
And he didn't get help defense there because Temple was coming down the other side in the pick and roll, and he basically just made them make a decision on that, and he almost made him pay. Long inbound from Pedra. Flowers, now Slavankinen. Saints, you can tell they're trying to get the ball to Slavankinen. Now it's Temple again on Olsen. He takes him off the dribble. A little runner by Temple, no good. Rebound brought down by Olsen. Game will stay tied, 8:20 on the clock. Here comes Providence. Stocks on the far side. Stocks guarded by Campbell. Takes him in. Pump fakes. Tries to step through. Gives it off to Olsen. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Darko Kelly guarded by Flowers. Takes him off the dribble. Kicks Uzan at the top. Takes a three over Slavankinen. Nice late closeout there by Slavankinen. Not sure how there's no foul on Olsen on the rebound there. Darko Kelly, far side. He drives, picked by Temple.
Ooh.
Or by Flowers, I should say. But a foul called on Temple.
That's that block charge call that's really...
Wait, no. They're saying that's on the arm.
Oh.
They called that foul on Dennis, or that foul on Dennis.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Got him on the reach.
Yep. There you go.
That probably would have been a charge, too.
Yep.
Temple was outside of the restricted area. Okay. Nonetheless, Darko Kelly shooting free throws. 2 of them, because it was on the shot, they're saying. First one off the back rim, no good. A rare miss at the stripe by Darko Kelly. Hillman and Okeke checking in for the Saints.
Temple coming out of the ball game, and he needs a rest because he has been playing so hard.
Yeah, tip of the cap to that kid. He's doing a great job tonight. A couple timely buckets and a couple great defensive stops. Darko Kelly will shoot one more. What's the deal here? We're talking to the rest of the scorers table. Okay, we're all good. All right, Darko Kelly will shoot one more. It's up, and it's good. So Darko Kelly splits the pair. The Argos lead 60-59. Under 8 minutes left now. It's Shamrock Campbell to Flowers. Back to Campbell. Shamrock drives. Dumps it off to Okeke. Deflected back into the hands of Campbell. Now Slavankinen. Here's Jovan on the drive on Fowler. He dumps it off Okeke. Two-handed jam over Darko Kelly. Oh, man. 61-60.
And he got hammered. That should have been an and one.
Oh, man. Darko Kelly didn't even have the time to make the business decision there as Ifani just took flight and threw it down. To the other end, it's Uzan. He dumps it off. Hashley posting up on Okeke. Ashley takes him under the basket, little drop step, puts it off the glass and in for two.
That's pure strength right there.
That's all it is.
I think you have to double him if he gets it that close.
Campbell up the court. Saints trail by 1. Flowers, top of the key. 6:55 on the clock here. Flowers on the dribble, gets it back to Slavankinen. Slavankinen drives, kicks back to Flowers. Flowers off the dribble, guarded by Darko Kelly. Pulls up for a mid-range J, and he buries it. Dennis Flowers having himself a great night tonight here at the PE Center.
Speaking of great, that's what we have. We've seen a great basketball game.
63-62, the Saints lead by 1. Inside it's Hashley once again. They tried to bring the help defender that time. Didn't work as Hashley went right up and got it in for 2.
You got to front him. He's just getting too strong. He's getting catches too deep. I see they're bringing Marat in. Maybe they feel like he can bang with Hashley.
Yeah, he's got the frame to do it for sure. Campbell pulls up for 3 on the other end. Off the rim, it's no good. Rebound, Fowler. Outlet pass. Here comes Darko Kelly. 64-63. The Argos lead by 1. 6 seconds on the clock. Timeout called by Providence.
And all of a sudden, Daniel Hashley started to assert himself.
Yes.
He hasn't been much of a factor, but all of a sudden the Jackson Hashley show showed up.
Full timeout called. We're going to take it as well. 64-63. The Argos lead by 1. You're listening to Saints basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Don't miss the President's Day sale going on right now at Furniture Showroom. You can shop Furniture Showroom's great selection of sofas, recliners, reclining sofas, bedroom, dining, occasional tables, extremely affordable therapeutic beds, and more during this fantastic sale. Plus, 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. Why pay more for your new home furnishings? For great 12-month financing and President's Day savings, shop Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
This is John Lagerquist of Century 21. Sometimes religion can make you feel like it's wrong to be blessed and have resources, but it gives our Heavenly Father pleasure to see you blessed. You may not see how it can happen, but that's not your job. Your job is to believe. You were created to live an abundant life. Scripture says that God will supply all our needs according to His riches. It doesn't say according to your talent or your education or if your boss likes you, if the economy is good, or if there's a pandemic. It's not according to what you have. It's according to what He has. Good news is God owns it all. If He doesn't have what you need, He can create it.
Back from the break, Daniel Sally here, joined by Gary Turcotte inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth. 64-63, the Argos lead the Saints by 1. 6:03 left, and Coach, this is the game of the year so far, I'd say.
Absolutely.
Darko Kelly off the inbound, goes inside to Hashley, and there's Marat. Marat and Hillman, two of the strongest guys on the team. Uzan gets the 3 from outside. It's no good. Rebound, OKK. Saints have a chance to take the lead once again. 5:50 on the clock here in the second half. Campbell, high ball screen from Marat. He kicks it out to the corner to OKK. OKK on the drive, pulls it back, goes up a little fadeaway, and he knocks it down. Ifani's also having a very, very good game tonight. Saints lead by 1, 65-64. Here's the drive. Runner from Stevens is no good, but he draws the foul. Nice job by Stevens getting the contact there.
He gets that ball on that wing, and he's so smooth when he drives that middle. He just glides.
Marcus Stevens, he's from Tacoma, man. They know how to play ball down there.
They do.
Close to my neck of the woods. Saw a lot of Tacoma schools playing basketball when I was growing up. Stevens first free throw up.
Federal Way High School, doesn't that produce a lot of good basketball players there?
Jaden McDaniels and Jalen McDaniels, both in the NBA. They're from there, and among many others over the last few years. Next one up, and it's good. So he hits them both. Stevens, that is, 66-65. Campbell to the far side. Hillman back to Campbell. Here's Shamrock on the drive, puts up a runner, and he can't get the roll. Marat going for the rebound, though, is called for the foul. Okay, so that's 6 fouls on the Saints. So after this foul, they're going to be in the bonus.
No, Coach brought Marat in to guard Hashley because he's just about the only one strong enough to do it.
Stevens, in transition, loses it, picks it up, and will slow it down as he goes to Hashley. Hashley hands it off back to Stevens. Stevens pulls up for 3 on the wing, and he buries it. That's a big shot there from Marcus Stevens.
Yeah, he's really, really picked up the Argos. Here's these last 2 possessions.
69-65, 4:48 on the clock. Shamrock Campbell to the top at Slovankinen. Slovankinen off the dribble. Works on Fowler. Takes him inside. Puts up a little hook shot. No good. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up with it. He's fouled on the floor, though. So the shot clock should reset to 20 seconds. And the Saints will inbound from the baseline. And tell you, that's a nice break there. Or I guess it's not a break because Jovan went and got that rebound himself, but not the best take, or best look, I should say.
Yeah, he didn't get the kind of look that he wants. He's not quite getting the depth that he needs on those shots. The Argos have kind of kept him off. There's a nice one. Oh.
Campbell off the glass. It's no good on the inbound. And it looked like Stevens wasn't going to get that one. As he goes up in transition, he's fouled by Hillman. And Stevens was out of control there, but Hillman called for the foul in transition, and I'm not sure I agree.
You know, it's been the Marcus Stevens show here about the last 3-4 minutes. And he's a guy you don't even talk about very much. But the Argos have so many players, you know, it's Hashley, then it's Stevens, then it's Uzan, you know, and then it's Darko Kelly.
There's many ways to skin a cat.
They have a lot of players. They do.
Flowers checks in. Hillman will get a break. Dennis with 18 points. See the Saints still in very close striking distance here. Free throw from Stevens is up off the rim, and it's good. So he hits them both. Timeout called, full timeout, so we're going to go ahead and take a break. 71-65, 4.5 minutes on the clock. Argos lead by 6. You're listening to Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
On the rink or on the lake, Play It Again Sports can upgrade your skating season. If your hockey gear doesn't fit, trade it in for new. Play It Again Sports has the latest and greatest in hockey gear, and they're the only authorized CCM and Bauer dealers in Helena. Maybe you're working your way up a spin or an axle in the figure skating arena. Play It Again Sports has new and used skates to fit your demands. They also do skate sharpening. Once you step on the ice, nothing else matters. Get ready now at Play It Again Sports, your skating headquarters, next to Mackenzie River Pizza.
Hello out there in Radio Land. This is Devin from the Gold Island Casino. It's always a good time here at the island with exciting games, a great player incentive program, tasty snacks and drinks, and lots of winning. I believe we have the best customers ever, so it's always pretty fun to come to work, and it's always a blast to hand out the winnings. I don't know if I'm on board with the whole Let's Make Ron Cranky campaign. I mean, he's a decent guy and everything. Who am I kidding? I love giving his money away. So come see me, Devin, on the night shift at Gold Island Casino, next to the Dollar Store in the Northgate Plaza. The luck starts here.
Well, Gary, we thought we'd have a great game, and we do have a great game. 71-65, the Argos lead by 6, 4.5 minutes on the clock here in the second half. And this is going to be a big next couple of minutes for Carroll. Like I said, they're in striking distance, and it starts with this possession right here.
Yeah, this will be a set by Coach Paulson. This will be something that where he drew up what he wants, and this is important. 4.5 minutes to go. Carroll down 6. They can't let this get into double figures.
No. They can't even let it get to 8. They got to go. Pedal to the metal here. Shamrock Campbell working left to right as he takes it up the timeline. Hands off to Slovankinen. Slovankinen guarded by Fowler. Jovan will take him off the dribble. Look outside for Dennis. He gets him. Flowers, 3 from the wing. Off the rim. It's no good. Rebound brought down there by Fowler. Not a bad look, but the Saints can't capitalize on that one. 4:05 on the clock. Big defensive series here for Carroll. Cross-court pass, Uzan, 3 off the rim, no good. Long rebound, though, brought down by Hashley. Hashley dumps it off to Darko Kelly in transition. Darko Kelly puts it up in the lane and draws the foul to shoot 2. Man, that long rebound.
Yeah, that was a Carroll forced a pretty bad shot there.
Darko Kelly will shoot 2, and as he does that, Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 is brought to you in part by Brad Schmidt, Allstate Insurance at 1611 Cedar in Helena. Complete insurance agency with auto, home, renters, business, life, and others. Call Brad at 449-6939. First one up and good from Darko Kelly as Temple checks back in. Also, A1 Rentals, Gold Island Casino, and Capital City Realty and Property Management. When service matters, call on the home team. Darko Kelly at the line. His free throw is up, and he knocks it down. 8-point game here. Saints heading into desperation mode. It's Shamrock Campbell up top. Pass it to Flowers, back to Campbell. Campbell off the dribble. Will take it inside, go back to Slovankinen. Slovankinen guarded by Fowler. Drives in, Posts up, turn around, hook with his left, no good. Ifani tips it back up. That's no good. Rebound, Darko Kelly. Good defense down the stretch here by Providence.
And Darko Kelly has got himself a boatload of rebounds here this half. Defensive rebounds. He gets those defensive boards for you.
Here's a drive, Fowler. Ball deflected into the hands of Stevens, however. Stevens on the wing. Lose it, he's fouled. That's the 9th team foul on the Saints. That's Dennis's 3rd foul. Stevens will shoot 1 and 1. Time running out on the Saints here, but a miss on one of these free throws would be a tremendous break for them. Free throw up, it's good on the front end. Stevens will shoot 1 more. Stevens gets the ball back, ready to take his second. He goes up with it, and it's no good. All right, so there's 1 miss.
Yeah.
Now the Saints need to get a bucket.
They need a bucket bad. Yeah, they do.
Dennis Flowers the 3rd. Flowers kicks, Campbell. Inside, Temple. Temple faces up, now goes back to the basket. Puts it up, off the glass, no good. Wanted a foul there, doesn't get it. Rebound, Hashley.
Hashley has a way at the end of games of asserting himself. He's so strong. Temple was just out strength there. A year from now, Temple will be strong enough to make that shot.
Darko Kelly at top. Guarded by Okeke. Passed it across the court. Fowler drives, puts it up. Temple fouls him, and Fowler's bucket is good. And that could be the nail in the coffin here with 2.5 minutes left, as now it's a double-digit deficit. It was 69-65, and now a 7-0, potentially 8-0 run, depending on what happens with this bucket here.
And it really is amazing how many different Argos have made big plays. You know, Fowler all of a sudden, he makes a big play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been Fowler, Darko Kelly, Marcus Stevens down the stretch has been bucket after bucket, too.
Yep.
I mean, we saw, Hashley helped turn the momentum of this game back into the favor of the Argos.
Yeah, he did.
Fowler's free throw is good. Coach Keller's going to call a timeout, full timeout. So let's go ahead and take this break, Gary. 2.5 minutes left, 77-65. The Argos lead here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Dear Winter, we're not scared of you because almost nothing can stand in the way of a new 2021 Toyota. When you say stay home under a blanket, the Camry all-wheel drive comes out to play. The 2021 Corolla is hotter than ever with tons of tech to keep you plugged in to your favorite apps, music, and more. Snowy hills don't stand a chance against the RAV4's available all-wheel drive with multi-terrain select. And with over 200 horses under the hood, the RAV4 weathers the toughest storms. Grab the family, hop in the Highlander, and go build some snowmen. Everyone will be comfy with available heated front seats and cushy seating for up to 8. With 15 models featuring available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, Toyota will get you everywhere you need to be this season. See you in the snow. Toyota. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
KIMO HD 3000, K235BW Helena. Super hits of the 60s, 70s, and more. And still your home for the Carroll College Saints. Rewind 94.9.
Out of the timeout, Saints basketball. Here comes Shamrock Campbell up the court, 77-65. The Argos lead with 2.5 minutes left. Dennis Flowers the 3rd, top of the key, passes it near side. Hillman into Okeke. Here's Okeke on the drive, puts up a runner off the rim. It's no good. Rebound brought down by Jackson Hashley. It's Darko Kelly near side, guarded by Okeke. Up top, Darko Kelly. Darko Kelly back to the far side, finds a cutter, runner up off the glass, no good that time from Stevens. Long rebound out of bounds, last touch by the Saints.
That's that back cut out of the corner that they do so well.
Mm-hmm. Inbounding is Stevens from the baseline. Darko Kelly in the corner. Works inside. Darko Kelly backdoor pass to Stevens, back to Darko Kelly, off the glass and in for two.
Great passing by Stevens.
Here's the drive, Flowers pulls it back. Now Hillman pump fakes from the corner, drives in, gets it back to Jovan. Jovan drives by Hashley, pump fakes, puts up a runner, and it's in for two. $79-67. It's Cap Uzan on the drive. Pulls it back out. Uzan in the double team and is fouled. Well, I'm going to go ahead and prematurely award the Big Sky Plumbing and Heating play of the game to Dawson Fowler. That and one he had to make it a double-digit game. I think that was the dagger, Coach.
That was an awfully big play, and he has guarded Jovan a big part of this ball game. You know, he's a 6-foot guard. Where's Fowler from? He's a Montana.
He's Belgrade.
Belgrade, yeah. And I didn't heard that much about him in high school, but he's just a sophomore, and he can play. He can play the game defensively, offensively.
What a nice find for Coach Keller.
Yes, he was.
The mix he has of in and out of state guys on this roster is it's a nice gel.
Yeah. Those are usually your best teams. Yeah, you know, those are.
Second free throw good from Uzan. He splits the pair 80-67, under a minute left. And a foul called on the other end. Flowers gets hacked by Stevens that time. So that's the 6th foul on the Argos. Saints will inbound from far sideline. It's Jaden Lieberg who just checked in. Lieberg and Sayer Patton in the game, I should mention that. Flowers on the drive, dumps it off to Murat. It's lost. Here comes Darko Kelly in transition. Long pass to Stevens. Stevens picks it up in the corner. 24 seconds on the shot clock, 39 seconds on the game clock. Providence will take their time. So now get under 30 seconds on the game clock, so no more shot clock after this possession.
You know, one thing that I've noticed with Coach Keller today, this is probably the calmest I've ever seen him.
Cool as the other side of the pillow, huh?
Well, you know, and I think he just has a lot of confidence in this team, and he believes in them, and he's very relaxed over there. And I think that his players reflect that. This
steady hand.
Yeah, this is, you know, this is a Steve Keller that I think the players are really enjoying playing for him right now. No doubt about it.
5 seconds left as the Saints just got a quick bucket there at the end, but that'll do it for tonight's game. 80-69, the Argos win by 11. And how about this? The first two games in Great Falls, 9-point Argo leads on both of them. This one an 11-point lead, and it just seems like this one was closer. But sometimes the final score is not always the indicator of how the game went, Coach.
Dendel, tell me if I'm wrong. Does that not cinch the championship for the Argos?
I believe mathematically it does.
It does, because Carroll would be in second, and they'd be 3-0 against us.
Yeah, well, let's look at it right now real quick before we go to break. 10-4, so the Saints are 10-4 coming into this game in conference play. They're now 10-5.
Yeah.
Providence is now 12-1.
Yeah.
So
and
there's only Providence plays 3 games. Carroll I think Providence might play 4. I think they might play on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But yeah, Carroll only plays 3 games. They can't close that gap.
No, and then even if the Argos lost them all, they would have the tiebreaker on Carroll.
Exactly, because they've won 3.
Yeah, so
they've clinched the season series as well.
Yeah, so that's a Frontier Conference championship for Steve Keller and his Providence Argos.
Hey, they've had a great season, and the journey's definitely not over for them. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have the post-game show built by Builders First Source. We'll go ahead and take a look at the stats, break down this game, and maybe even look ahead to tomorrow's action here in the PE Center. But for now, 80-69, the Argos beat the Saints. You're listening to Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Okay, men, football is over, but the big game is always on. It's love, and it rains confetti on Valentine's Day. This year it's a Sunday. You can remember that. She does. Celebrate it together in a big way at the Overland Express. Take on a ribeye, 12 to 14 ounces, or the Overland's famous seafood skillet. Soon, you'll be twisted in the twine of the NCAA. What'll that get you? Nothing. Stay in the love game. It's not plays and schemes. It's in your heart. Find it this Valentine's Day at at the Overland Express.
Why pay more? At Furniture Showroom, we're making mattress buying great again. If you're in the market for a new bed, check out our therapeutic beds. At Furniture Showroom, we have great selection of therapeutic beds in plush, firm, and pillow tops, all at extremely affordable prices. Plus, 12-month financing is available with approved credit. Ask for details. If you want a great bed at a great price, get your new therapeutic bed from Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
Thanks, Ben.
Does he just have one?
Got projects? Make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture machines, floor sanders, grinders and polishers for wood and concrete floors, heaters, electric and propane, carpet cleaners too. Located at 1400 Cedar, next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
This is the new Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring automatically. So no more nudging your partner, because it's our first system that detects snoring and automatically adjusts to help reduce it. Your best sleep, all night, every night.
Tempur-Pedic is #1 in customer satisfaction with retail mattresses, 2 years in a row. Save up to $500 on adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a $300 instant gift with purchase. Hurry into Mattress Firm today.
This is John Lagerquist of Century 21. Sometimes religion can make you feel like it's wrong to be blessed and have resources, but it gives our Heavenly Father pleasure to see you blessed. You may not see how it can happen, but that's not your job. Your job is to believe. You were created to live an abundant life. Scripture says that God will supply all our needs according to his riches. It doesn't say according to your talent or your education or if your boss likes you, if the economy is good, or if there's a pandemic. It's not according to what you have. It's according to what he has. Good news is God owns it all. If he doesn't have what you need, he can create it.
So you made the decision to own a handgun. Then you made the next logical choice to go to Range 406, because Range 406 knows that owning a handgun comes with responsibilities. Range 406 helps you fulfill those responsibilities with information on safety instructions on how to operate your handgun. From home protection to competitive target practice, Range 406 can help you get the most out of your handgun. Range 406, the mostly green building just 2 blocks from the Ice Palace.
This is the Fighting Saints postgame show, brought to you by Builders First Source. Now, back to the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance booth and Daniel Sally.
Daniel Sally back here on the Carroll College postgame show, built by Builders First Source, joined by Coach Gary Turcotte. And now joining us is Coach Kurt Paulson here. And Coach, tough loss tonight, 80-69, the final score. But it seemed like you guys fought hard, put yourself in some good situations, missed out on a couple opportunities to capitalize. Talk about tonight's game.
Yeah, I just thought down the stretch there we had some looks at the hoop, and I thought their length really bothered us around the rim. Some of those shots we've been making in the paint, their length was bothering us. We just didn't finish them, and I thought we had looks and didn't capitalize, and then didn't hit the free throws as many as we needed, and their kids hit some big shots. I think Darko had a pull-up 3, and Stevens had a pull-up 3 that kind of separated it. And right at the end there.
Looking at the stat sheet, I mean, it seemed like early in the game you guys got a really big boost from Dennis Flowers. You had 20 points at the end of the game, 16 in the first half. When you're playing in games like this, where you're going toe-to-toe with some of these great teams, and it seems like it can kind of become a track meet at some points, how important is a guy like Dennis, especially when you're playing a good defensive team, to get you those shots, especially at the end of the shot clock?
Yeah, I thought Dennis had a good start for us in a good game, and we just got to bounce back and regroup here and check out the film immediately and make some adjustments.
And as you get ready for tomorrow, I mean, this is a tough loss. I know this is a game that you guys are really excited for. What's the key to kind of keeping your guys not too high, not too low emotionally as they get ready to play another game against the same Providence team tomorrow?
We just kept it simple in the locker room, said we got to regroup and get some fuel in our bodies and some rest. And then in the morning when we meet for a team meal, we got to have a good spirit about us and regroup and make a new game plan for tomorrow. And I know our guys will bounce back and hit a few more shots than we did today, and I think we'll be right where we want to be tomorrow.
And Coach Turcotte, you want to add anything real quick?
Yeah, that's just an awfully good Argo team. They have so many weapons. I was so impressed with Stevens. They had no idea he was that good. They had a lot of different kids make plays for him today. That's an experienced senior-laden team, Coach Paulson. And your young guys grew up a lot today. Great experience in a big-time game, a great opponent, and your guys got better today.
Yeah, they did, and we'll be back at it in the morning.
Anything else, Gary? Are we ready to go?
We're ready to go.
All right, Coach Paulson, thank you so much, and
Okay.
we'll talk to you tomorrow morning, okay?
Thanks. Go Saints.
It's Coach Kurt Paulson joining me in the Rutgers Furniture Coaches Lounge here as we get ready to close things out. 80-69, the final score. Providence beats Carroll. And Coach Turcotte, as I bring you back in here, like we said, I mean, looking at some of these stats real quick before we go, 73 field goal attempts for Carroll, 55 for Providence. And we talked about a lot in the first half how there was a lot of opportunities there that the Saints just couldn't capitalize on.
Yeah.
And I think that ended up being the difference in this ball game.
Yeah, they a little, and sometimes a young team against the experience, the savvy that the Argos throw at you, that you get a little tight, and you tighten up a little bit on that shot, and a shot that you can make and you don't quite make, and I got to give the Argos credit for they did a good job on Jovan. He played his heart out. He had a lot of rebounds, but nevertheless, he didn't have what did he shoot, Daniel?
Jovan?
Yeah, I don't have
Jovan was 6 of 16 from the field. He finished with 15 points, 15 boards, 6 assists.
And he's got to play better than that. And
sometimes you just need a 25-point game out of him.
Well, against a team that good, you do.
Yeah.
They're just that good. But I thought Temple played well. I thought Flowers played well. Sham always plays well, and they're gonna have to have some more heroes tomorrow, because the good news is, Daniel, we get to play the Argos again, and you and I get to watch another great basketball game, and it could be completely different tomorrow.
How about that? Looking at some other stats, and here's one that sticks out to me. For each team, Carroll had 10 assists in the game. Providence had 12 assists. And for a game that had, 159 total points, 149 total points, that's not a lot of assists.
That's right.
And when you have these two teams that are so talented, so long, so athletic, you have to start creating shots for yourself. Like we talked about, that's why a player like Dennis in a game like this is so important.
Yep.
And I think we saw that tonight, and it came down to Providence just having more guys ready to create shots, and that's going to be an adjustment the Saints are going to have to make offensively tomorrow.
They got a little bit better shots than Carroll did. That's the truth. They got just a little bit better shots than Carroll did, and in the game of basketball, it's as much as if you want to just define it is you want to get more good shots than your opponent, and if you do that, most of the time you win.
Yeah. And
tonight, the Argos got more good shots.
Some other individual numbers before we go, Gary. 20 points for Zacchaeus Darko Kelly, 20 points for Marcus Stevens. And other guys in double figures, Fowler had 10, Uzan had 10, and Jake Olson had 9. Olson was valuable off the bench. And Jackson Ashley finished with 6 points, but those buckets came in a very timely manner. Late in that game, they started having him just force his way down low, and it paid off.
I don't know. I mean, how many years have we watched him just take over games in the fourth quarter? And he obviously isn't as healthy as he's been in past years, and he's starting to get it back because he's missed a lot of basketball. But he is a money time player.
And last thing before we go, Coach, for those who have listened through the whole broadcast, we had Coach Sayers on at halftime. This weekend was supposed to be senior day for 5 seniors on the Carroll women's basketball team. Christine Denny, Danny Wagner, Jaden Lyman, Emma Madsen, Molly McDermott, those 5. And we kind of had to move quick in halftime when Coach Sayers came on to talk about them. Is there anything you want to add, Coach, about the senior class since they don't get to play their senior day weekend this weekend?
Well, it's a tough break for them, and it's a tough situation for Rocky too, that wanted to come in and play, and we certainly wish they would have been able to. We'd love to see the Argo women come in and play.
Mm-hmm.
They have a great basketball team, but for the seniors at Carroll, I was fortunate enough to get to coach those girls for a couple of years, and they're really quality girls. They're kind. They're sweet to each other. They're good basketball players, and they're all going to graduate and go do great things in their life. And I hope that we have an NAI national tournament for them and for the men, because these people have worked awfully